and welcome along to Northern Farms. Spring is on the way, and today we need to prepare the fields for planting. We also have the eggs, milk, and barley to sell. Let's get farming. So I'm going to start off today with getting the Massey Ferguson here started on here. I don't know if I can actually mulch the carrot field. I'm hoping I can. We really want to try and improve our yield on here this year. So let's just bring this round. And if we pop out, what I can do is just lower it down. And yeah, we can mulch this field by the looks of things. Looking here on my setup, yeah, we have got a patch of mulch at the back. So what we'll do is we will create a new course. And I think we probably want 5 headlands. I think that might be quite good. Headland corners, I would like them to be sharp. And field center, we will just do a standard up and down. That gives me actually a pretty decent course looking at this. So, yeah, that should work quite well. We're starting from this point. So let's go first waypoint, and away that goes. And while this is getting on with that job, we can go and do the selling that we need to do today. I'm going to start with the barley because that's the one that's got the price dropping the quickest, I think. We're not going to do particularly well off it. We already have quite a drop in our amount, unfortunately. But this should do us okay. We'll might get up to 100,000 with this. So let's just back this into here and get sorted. And yeah, I think we have maybe a trailer full of barley. So fill that up. It is 26,000 liters. And we've got 25,032, so it's just under taking the full whack. But what we'll do is we'll actually hold on to that last 1,000 liters or so, and that will do us really well for feeding the chickens. Good to have a little bit left over. And this tractor seems to be doing all right with this trailer. It's not too bad. I just can't pull away in top gear. Best place to sell the barley is Northern Grain Services 2. And yeah, we have dropped a fair amount of price on that. And the tractor struggled a little bit to get up to this hill. But we've made it here. And if I remember correctly, Northern Grain Services is the back one here. So we should be able to pull into here and get it tipped without too much hassle. Yep, there we go. Just double check this. And Northern Grain Services always the front one. So we were about to tip into the wrong one. We'll just pull forward a little bit. And yeah, make sure we tip into the right place. Not bad, 15,278 plus 1,700 on the environmental score. That is a great start to our day. We might even hit 100,000 by the end of today, which would set us up really well for this year. And now we need to switch from this trailer to the flatbed. We will put these right on the back of the flatbed. There aren't many eggs to transport today, but the price is fairly good still. So I want to get them sold, get some extra cash in, and just sort of keep the money coming into the farm. Especially while the mulch is being used on field 8, we're unable to use it on field 5. So as a result, we've got a spare tractor kicking around with this, and this does mean that we have that extra little bit of time to be able to load bits and pieces up and make a little bit of extra cash, which this is the first time actually we've been in a really good place, and the carrots are responsible for it this year. I'm so pleased with how those have gone. And it looks like our Massey is making it around the field fairly well. I know it's got blocked a couple of times and I've had to rescue it. But it's not doing too badly at the moment. We do only have 2 pallets of eggs in here. But as I said, they'll still sell for a nice little bit of money. This is probably one of the more difficult chicken setups to do. They are not easy to access. The eggs are not the easiest things in the world either. And of course, we have to drive onto this field to get the eggs out, which is part of the reason why I want to do the eggs today, because we want to avoid driving onto the field. I might leave a little bit of headland space with the carrots this year, based on based on what we were doing last year. They are not the easiest things to do the headlands with. There we go. That's let's just put those on a little bit. First set of eggs. Yeah, they're not the easiest things to do the headlands with, and it might be worth doing that. Although we did make quite a bit off the headlands last year, so yeah, I'm a little bit of a catch-22, but they're not the easiest things to work with. I did learn a lot from doing the carrots last year, though. We had quite a good amount of. We've managed to get our whole carrot processing system working really well now, and we can keep going with the setup with the crates. I just want to see if there's a way I can set it up so that I can be running around behind the harvester, picking crates up and getting them out of the way, while the harvester itself is just going round. I think we're going to have a lot of stopping and starting with that, but I think it will still be a more efficient system. We will see in a few months' time on here, though, and see how that goes. For now, we've got our eggs nicely on the trailer, and we can go and get these sold and get a little bit of money in it, even though, yeah, this trailer is probably a little bit extreme for this. I think we want to look into getting a smaller selling trailer for doing things like these eggs. Thankfully, things have been made a little bit easier for us, as Northern Grain Services is where we got to sell these. Just hoping our nice long trailer will actually fit down the back bit here. Go a bit wide. Yeah, we're fine. So yeah, we need a better selling trailer for smaller goods. Northern Grain Services is the back one. Yeah, there we go. So that's selling those off, and it looks like we're gonna get about 95,000. Yeah, there we go. We are at 4,563 plus 507 on the environmental score. So yeah, up to 95,000. Absolutely fantastic. We've got money in the bank for once on a farm. That is pretty astounding, even if we do have a pretty massive loan that we've got going at the moment. I've dropped the flatbed trailer off at the farm, and we're heading back down to the shop because we need something to be able to sell the milk in. At the moment, all we have is a water trailer. So I'm gonna bring this in here, and I'm gonna park this at the end of the area here. The idea being that it should line our trailer up fairly nicely. So we'll jump into the shop here, and looking at what options we have for a milk trailer, the only real option we have is this one, the Lizard MK S8. I've not downloaded any mods to transport milk. And our 2 water trailers here, well, 3 water trailers here, these all only take water. And we have about 8,000 litres of milk, so this will be pretty good. Main colour, yeah, we'll go with the stainless steel. Rim colour, we will go with the white. And yeah, it's going on the Vultra. That's what we're going to be transporting with. So Simon Hardy's number plate. We will lease this, which will keep a fairly low price. And it should be out here waiting for us. There we go. So we'll just stick this on the tractor. And the tractor can squeeze through there, you see. And the trailer is perfectly positioned for us to now hook up and drive straight out. And we'll go and see how much money we can make from the first milk from our cows. Now, I need to load up the milk here. Don't know exactly where the trigger is, so I'm going to have to try and back this trailer in, which is going to be great fun with a dolly trailer. I think we'll be all right. Yeah, there we go. That's curving in enough. With any luck, that will be in the trigger. Yes, there we go. A trailer full of milk. So now I just need to turn this round. In fact, we only got 91% of milk. So 7,336 litres. I'm hoping I can turn around in this yard. That's tight, but big enough. Perfect. Right, so now I just got to go and work out where to sell it. And see how much money we'll make off this milk. Best price is 1,341, and it is down at the farmer's market. So we will just pull into here and back it up. Yeah, because as we know, everything's a little bit fiddly around here. Best way to back up a dolly trailer is definitely in cab. You're able to make much easier adjustments to the position of your tractor and your trailer. You can see the trailer moving much quicker. And yeah, look at that. Straight back and into the sell point. Unload the milk here. And this should send us over £100,000. And there we go, 9,860. I think we got a double environmental score there. As I think we got actually about £1,000 from our environmental score. That is fantastic. That's a really good amount off there. And 104,829. That is going to keep us going for a good while. Not quite enough to buy another field. But maybe by the end of this year, we will be able to do just that. Now, my plan for this yard is very much for it to become the yard where all of the animal stuff basically is stored and goes on. And I'm sort of slowly moving all of my other equipment out of here as we use it. We're going to try and get this trailer into this shed over here, so carefully backing it round, and you can see how I'm having much more difficulty doing it from this angle than I do doing it from this angle, where I can now adjust things much quicker and much smoother. And so reverse it in. I'm a little bit worried about how far out the trailer hitch is actually gonna stick. So we don't really want to block access to that road, even though the road behind isn't the most useful. Oh, actually, wow, that's gone in there at quite the angle. It is in there though. Right, I need to pull this out and straighten things up. There we go. I think that's better. So that there, like so. Yeah, that's pretty well in that hitch, and we're not sticking out the back. Perfect. I think that will work just as I want it to. And now we can move on to the next thing, which unfortunately I don't think the Massey has finished, and that means that we might have to do a little bit of a swap over. So my original hope was that the Massey would be finished doing this job by now, and we could put this piece of kit on the front of the Vulture and get onto the other field. But that doesn't seem to be the case, so we'll stop the Massey here. We'll reverse it up. I'm going to copy this course, lower down the mulcher, and then disconnect all of this. And we need to, I need to fold this up first. There we are. Right, now we can drop it off and get this out the way. And we, yeah, copy this course. And we should be able to then paste this course on here, like so. We'll bring that up. We'll hook this up onto the Valtra, and we can get the Valtra going with this, doing this job. And we can go and grab the plow then for our Massey Ferguson and set that up doing this. So nearest waypoint, away you go. And we can see from this that it's picked up right where the Massey left off. And finally now we can move the plow from where I left it in front of my house for the last year. This will do the job very nicely. Let's lift that up, fold it up so that we can actually get it through the gateways. And yeah, we only need to do the plowing on this field, on our carrot field, because it requires plowing after, and then we direct seed over the top, which means that we negate the plowing, what the plowing does. We're gonna set this up so that we have probably about 10 rows of plow on here. So I want a good 10 headlands. We've got a single tool. We got 3.3 meters, and we did have to, I think we had to set this up carefully last time. And actually, you know what? No, we're going to do this ourselves, because this is a little bit of a funny piece of kit, this. And we can always get the Valtra doing the other job that we're going to need to do in the next few days on the other field with horseplay, and that will work just as well. So back this up. There we go. We want to go right into the corner with this, and I do want to fold that up. And actually, I think I want my plow to be turned, and yeah, we want to get this. We don't want our compactor out to start with, so we'll fold that in, lift that up a bit, and oh yeah, that is what worried me. We're going to be right at the edge of the field, and the compactor is going to have to be over this hedgerow. It's going to be an interesting setup for that. But down it goes, and away we go. And I'm gonna have to come at it from the other side, I think, because that is just not gonna work in my favor. I had hopes that we might be able to get this field plowed and ready today, but looking at this, we're gonna need a stone picker. That is a lot of stones, and big stones that we have on here, and we need to de-stone this field if we are gonna put carrots into it. So I want to grab a de-stoner and do that. We are also not in a position where we're going to be able to move forward with the other field immediately. I want to get the carrots in basically straight away this year and give us as much time to harvest them as possible. But they don't go in until about March or April, so we have plenty of time to muck around with this field and get the barley into here. Although getting that into here next month would be a real bonus, because we'd get a nice early work on that. Looks like we're going to have to pick up with the plowing on this field next time, though. And yeah, the mulching is done, so we are just going to plow on, get this field done, and get this de-stoned next time as well. So looks like we're going to be doing a second day in February, get this field finished, and start getting it planted in March. But today, though, all that really remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.